Welcome back, gorgeous. It's Trang Axman. Thank you so much for viewing today, you guys, and for tuning in. And I also want to thank you so much for joining me on this makeup journey where we're basically going through makeup products, makeup looks, just all about makeup. The things that we love and I love, I'm pretty sure you guys love as well. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join me on this beautiful journey. I upload every Sunday, and don't forget to hit that bell, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification for when I do upload my videos. On today's video, I will be reviewing the Anastasia Riviera palette. Ooh, look at it, it's just gorgeous. I do have it on my eyes today. Really gorgeous with my Lilly Lashes. Today's video, we are going to be reviewing the palette. Was I obsessed or not really impressed? So, in order for you to find out, you'll just have to stay tuned. First of all, the unit carton is just gorgeous. It's beautiful. It has that, nautical pinstriped blue and navy with the gold. Inside of the unit carton, I'm gonna say it probably is gonna match as well. So here is the palette itself. Again, it matches unit carton, pretty identical. It's this kind of cardboard texture feel to it. We're gonna open the palette up. You have the clear slip that I don't really keep. I just kind of throw it away. Inside of it has the dual ended brush. Ooh, let's get it out. I typically I don't like these brushes. They just kind of sit aside in my little brush kit. I mean, it's nice to keep in there if you need it for an emergency, but I just find the brush itself, I don't like this thick of a paddle or flat top brush, and this is just too, I don't know, stiff, too short and dense for me. So I typically don't use this, and I really don't keep it, and I just kind of toss it as well. Here is the colors, gorgeous colors. You have 8 matte shades, including this white up here, and then you have 6 of her metallic foiled shade. Obviously you can see it, I already used it. It's on my eyes, it's beautiful. We'll go ahead and swatch the colors so you guys can see. This arm is my tattoo arm, and every single time I want to swatch on this arm and then I forget, oh, probably should do it on this side, so we'll do it on this side here. We'll go ahead and swatch the colors. Here is Sales. Pretty standard Anastasia texture, very velvety, very smooth, glides on beautifully. So that one was Sales. And then you have Estate. Again, very powdery. Then we have Cabana. Ooh, love that color. That Cabana color is amazing. Then we have Coastline. Pretty coral color. Ooh, that would make a beautiful transition color. Got dirty hands. And then we have Bahamas. This really bright, beautiful hot pink tone. And Monte Carlo. Again, texture is pretty nice. The brighter colors, I find it a little bit of a drier texture. Not like the velvety one, like the Sales, Estate, Cabana, and Coastline has that more kind of gritty, drier texture. And then we have Canes. Beautiful purple. And again, they're swatching beautifully. Now, just because eyeshadow swatches good, it doesn't really mean it performs well. So that's a key. Just because eyeshadow swatches beautifully, it doesn't mean it blends or performs, or it may be patchy. Sometimes eyeshadows, when you apply it on the eye, they tend to do that. And then last matte shade is Palm. This dark, beautiful, kind of earthy brown tone. So as you can see here, here are all of the mattes on my arms. So we'll go ahead and clean this, and we'll go, ooh, look at that. This, guys, this is my second time filming. The first look that I did, I tried using the P. Louise base, and oh, it was a hot mess. I ended up filming again, and that pink stains your eyes. I mean, as you can see, it almost stains my arm. So that pink definitely stains your eyes. We'll go ahead with the foiled shade. So here is Yacht. Again, her metallic shades are just beautiful. That's Yacht. Seychelles. I might be pronouncing it wrong, guys. Sorry. This is like a blue kind of mermaid teal tone. Is it Palermo? Beautiful foiled metallic pink shade. And then we have Seaside. Beautiful kind of taupey lavender shade. Inheritance. Beautiful gold. Look at that. Woohoo! And last one is Mediterranean. Again, very similar to Seaside, but I guess more lavender. This is more taupey. Again, swatched beautifully. Colors are really, really good. The palette and the color story theme itself, I love. It's bright. It's different from what she has released already this year from her, Norvina. One of my favorites is well, it's not this year, but one of my favorites is the Renaissance palette. Soft Glam. Ooh, Soft Glam is definitely top favorite of all the eyeshadows she released on my list for Anastasia. Now, let's talk about performance. Overall, performance of the eyeshadow was amazing. They blend beautifully. With Anastasia, with especially her formulas in this palette, they do have a lot of kickback. It's really powdery, but I don't mind it at all. Just because it's powdery, it doesn't mean that it doesn't blend well. I think because it is powdery, so velvety that it blends on the eyes just amazingly smoothly. Now, the shade that I did have an issue with, it's not that it lacked pigment, it just didn't grab as well. I had to go in and place it on, and once I start to blend it, then it gets patchy. You guys, I don't know if you guys have this palette already. You guys, whoever has this palette probably experienced the same thing. It's that purple shade I'm talking about. This one here, Canes, it is a beautiful shade, but when I was placing it outside of my crease, I would put it on, go in and blend it, and as I try to blend it, it gets patchy, like it almost disappeared. And then I'm going in again, trying to blend it, and again, it disappears. So I had to use different brushes. I almost had to place the color in first, really, really pack it on, wait for a little bit, and use a very, very soft touch, a really nice, fluffy brush. Not this big. I used the Morphe 514, a clean one. This is the one I use for the pink, a clean one, and just ever so lightly buffed it out. Otherwise, if you go in and like really kind of blend it, it just dissipates. And again, it's not the texture, and the pigment is amazing. It's just the formula. When you do try to blend it on the eye, it just disappears. It doesn't stay. So that's probably my only issue with this palette. Otherwise, I love the overall theme. I love the color. I think the color is amazing. Pretty happy with my eye look. On the lid, there's two colors that I use on the lid. So I used Monte Carlo all over as a transition color to really blow it out. And then I used Bahamas to really get in there, create a little more depth, and then I went in and cut the crease. Just with your normal regular shape tape, cut out the crease, put in this nice blue foil tone, filled the cut crease area with glitter, did the purple on the outside. Also on the lower lash line with the purple and the pink. And on the inner corner here, I did do the Golden Inheritance. This one is probably the one that I also have a little bit of issue with. Not too bad. I think it's because when you pack it on, when you pack on the color is beautiful. But as you kind of blend it in or smooth the edges, it kind of again didn't have a lot of grass or didn't adhere as well. So I did put that in the inner corner here, and the white on the inner corner of my eye. I wish it was, instead of a matte white, I kind of want more of like a pearly frosty white. So I just had to grab a white from a palette that I have already. I think I actually grabbed one of the Jaclyn Hill Volt palettes and used one of the white in here for my inner corner. But overall, I'm really happy with the palette. I think it's an amazing palette. I think I would highly recommend the Anastasia one. That one is really nice. I have the James palette, or James Charles palette. I have the James Charles palette too. If you already have this palette, I think that was a sheet. It fell off. If you already have this palette, there's probably no need to go out and buy the Riviera palette. I think if you have this one, this has a little bit more playroom. You get more colors. As far as texture though, I do prefer the Anastasia texture than the Morphe one. And let's kind of compare. I haven't really got to dip into this palette much yet. I have butterfingers today, guys. I cannot hold this palette. Haven't really dipped into the palette. It's pretty clean still. But I kind of want to compare. Let's compare the pink in this palette to the pink in the Anastasia and the purples. I kind of want to see what the difference is. And you guys let me know if you can tell the difference. So here is Cane's. Sorry, I keep on forgetting. So Cane's is my first swatch here. That's Cane's. Here is the purple one from the James Charles palette. It's close, but the Anastasia one is brighter. It's a brighter purple, more of a grapefruit purple. This one's more of a dark purple. This is Bahamas from the Anastasia palette. So there's Bahamas, and then here is the pink in the James Charles palette. Okay. Which one's brighter though? I think they're about the same. Pretty close. On hand, and maybe even in the camera. Yeah, on hand, the James Charles pink is definitely brighter. The Anastasia has more of like a fuchsia tone to it. And let's see this blue. What can replace that blue in the James Charles palette? You can definitely do that blue. Okay, so here's the blue in the James Charles palette. This is that metallic foil blue Anastasia palette. Oh my god, I cannot talk. This is the blue and the Riviera palette. Again, similar but slight. Oh my goodness, my hair. I feel like it's all over my freaking face. Similar. The James Charles one's a lot lighter, so if you want more of that teal blue, what you probably could do in the James Charles palette is lay down this blue first, that brighter blue, and then put down that baby foil blue on top. Let's see if it gets, oh yeah. There you go. You can definitely just make a similar color. Use the matte bright blue from James Charles and layer that foil or metallic one over. It's almost about the same thing. So, like I said, if you already have James Charles Inner Artist palette, you probably don't need the Riviera. you probably can create the same look that I did here using this palette. So well guys, well that is the end of my video. Just wanted to do a quick review for you guys real quick. We're gonna be reviewing the Jeffree Star concealer. I cannot wait for it to come. I have some of it already, but I'm just waiting for them to ship the remaining items that I ordered. It sold out pretty quickly, so I'm glad that I was able to get my hands on my shade, and I'm super excited to try it because I've heard lots and lots of good reviews. So this is the Riviera palette. Again, I do have it on my eyes. Get a little bit closer for you guys with the Lilly Lashes. I hope you guys like the look. I definitely do. I think it turned out beautiful. Get a little bit closer.